We've all seen Meghan Markle show off that she's 43% Nigerian, but what about the Maltese phase, or the Irish phase, or the fact that where is Nigeria on any of her family's trees? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and just like you, I'm sure you're not buying that Meghan Markle is 43% Nigerian. Neither are the Nigerian women who have come forward and said this is nonsense. Now, before we get into what we actually know, she talked about this on her Archetypes podcast, and Prince Harry brought it up again at the opening of the Invictus Games in Germany on Saturday as Nigeria joined Colombia and Israel and saying their first ever delegation to the games. And Harry even made a point of saying that now he's going to have a little bit more, applause, and he'd be rooting for them. We're really excited to have this new nations join us. Let us hear from Colombia, Israel, and Nigeria. Now, I'm not saying we play favorites in our home, but since my wife discovered she is of Nigerian descent, it's likely to get a little bit more competitive this year. She revealed this in Archetypes back in 2022, where she had this guest Ziwi on. And during the episode, it focused on the angry black woman trope, and she discussed her background with celebrity interviewer and internet personality Ziwi, never heard of him. I just had my geology done a couple years ago, Meghan said, to which Ziwi responded, "Wait, what? What are you?" 43% Nigerian, the Duchess replied. I'm going to start to dig deeper in all this because anybody that I've told, especially Nigerian women, are like, what? Now, at this point, she hadn't visited, but she talks about living as a mixed race and how no one really viewed her race until she dated Harry. I just don't buy all this. I don't know why race has become such an issue for her. But as she talks about her Nigerian heritage, as she goes on this Nigerian heritage tour, privacy tour, folks are going back and realizing she's done this before. Right now, here she is looking down a dune or something. I didn't know her Maltese ancestry and her headdress before marrying Prince Harry. Now, these have been scraped off the internet since then, but she took a trip to the island of Malta to explore her heritage a year before she met Prince Harry, including trying on traditional hairdresses because, she loves to just lean in, dig deep into that culture and look like she's part of another culture. So here she is. Never before seen photos showed a relaxed and smiling Duchess back in 2015 as she explored the island, sampled local food and wine. She visited Medina, Valletta, Victoria, and Dowager during her stay at Malta and posted snaps on her now deleted Instagram page. She called the countryside a piece of bucolic bliss and shared a photo of her and a herd of goats against a royal backdrop. The mum-to-be was finding out more about her ancestry and confessed the land had a special place in her heart as her great-great-grandmother Mary was born there in 1862. She said of her trip, coming to Malta has really been important to me because my great-great-grandmother lived here, so we've been trying to trace the ancestry. Funny how that all works, right? And then now later after Prince Harry, suddenly you do your ancestry again and discover I'm actually 43% Nigerian. You didn't know that then? Wouldn't that have been an interesting thing to say then? Would have put all this to bed. But no, now that race has become such a central part of Meghan Markle's life, after calling the royals racist, now it's a big part, and now she must show, no, look how Nigerian I am. Before I came, people were telling me when you go to Malta, everyone will look like you. And I started to say, oh my gosh, I do sort of blend in. It's the loveliest feeling. The Duchess of Sussex praised the people and the culture of the island with her visit, culminating in a photo shoot for Elle. Why doesn't she talk about this again? Why is she refusing to address the Maltese heritage? Now that one's gone by the wayside. It's not ethnic enough? I don't know. As part of her stay, she tried a headdress. She paid visit to the Marquis de Perrault and his wife, Francis. And the foodie, she raved about the cuisine, the local delicacies. There she is, but this is pre-Harry. And she was just loving and living it up in 2015. So this was 9 years ago, right? Sorry, wait. That's terrible math. No, way more. This is, I did it right. 9 years. It's 2024, 15, 9 years ago. I was right. Sorry, I'm bad at math. But they quoted with Meghan where she said, in Gonzo, I love the fresh goat's milk, particularly the pickled ones, the black pepper. I'm about to have spaghetti with rabbit, which I've been waiting to try. This morning for breakfast, I tried the pasisi with peas and ricotta. Oh my goodness, it's delicious. Here she is. She couldn't remove all the images. So now, after doing all the Nigerian dresses recently, now she's also Maltese. She really just dresses up to anything she can find. So there it is. There's some goats. All this stuff was removed, but you can see then that people kept track. There it is. It existed. So my suitcase will be filled with all sorts of Maltese treats. And then she married Harry and all things changed. But not before she also found out she's Irish. Now, I'm mostly Irish. I thought I'd be more Italian. Signore is what it's supposed to be. And I expected more Italian. But my mom's Irish side kicked in when I did my study, which I still do. I don't know. Part of me thinks a lot of those ancestries are a scam. But whatever. But I'm from Ireland. That's when I did mine, the bulk of mine was Irish, which wasn't surprising to me. I just didn't expect it to be so much. Usually, when it's that high of a percentage, your family knows and says it because it passes down. And my mom's side, had a lot of Irish in it. My dad's side had Italian and Polish, and my mom's side also had some English. But you sort of know what your percentages are, what you expect them to be. And then sure, the test can sort of surprise you with the amount of one of those being more than you suspected. But to go full on Nigerian makes no sense because where's it coming from? Now she's her Maltese background, her Irish background. Well, let's look at her background, okay? Let's actually look at the background here as you can see it. So here's her mom's side, okay? This is Doria. And now her mother is an unknown. The mother of Doria's mother was found to be this woman, Jeanette Ragland, who died in 2071. She was a daughter of a hotel bellboy, lift operator, and she was in Ohio, okay? Not a huge background on her, but Ohio is the background. Again, not much, mostly American roots, it seems. And then as you go back, Tennessee, and then it's a lot of mixed. There is some mixed race, mostly Georgia, Tennessee, as you go through it, Alabama. A lot of South. Just United States, rural South, as they call dirt poor, but whatever. I don't care about what it was, but yes, seems to be more in that range. And so I don't know where it's coming from on her side. Nigeria. I guess you have to go all the way back to their ancestries, I guess. And maybe. All I know is it's not coming from the dad's side. Miner, cobbler, Essex boy. You go through all his and there's no sign of it anywhere. No sign of it. No sign of any Nigerian heritage. So it's just when you look at this kind of tree and you can actually look at it and go back and see it all. And then you realize, okay, well, we got this Ireland, you got this Malta that she's living it up in. I'm sorry, I need a little bit more proof. I'm not buying 43% Nigerian. I'm not. And neither is Nigeria. They don't want her there either, ironically. So again, to me, this is the moment that just shows you how much she likes to exploit something else she finds she's part of. Oh, yeah, I'm this too. She's always trying to find her way. And look, we're all trying to find our way. I can't fault anyone for doing that. But if this is in fact false, if this is false, and at this point, I feel like it's kind of imperative she prove it because no one's buying it. Now, if she can prove it, we'd all look stupid. We would. Can she actually prove it? Can she share the test or something? I don't know. Is there an expert who will back it up? Like, where did she get this? We're only hearing this from her side of a story on a trope on a podcast, which she could have absolutely made up or done from a bad test. Like, is this accurate? That's what I want to know. What do you think? What do you believe? Or do you think she's just jumping onto the next trend, next place? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. But make sure you're part of the notification squad. Hit that button and then hit the bell so you get notified. Click all, and then click the videos as they come. And every time you come, smash that like, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts. We will keep you updated daily on your royalty here. We got so much more, and I think we're going to be live again today over on Planet. There's a new allegation against Diddy. All pop culture news there, royal news here. Thank you guys so much for watching the channels. We appreciate you so much.